Hello there, Gomez here for the LAN Up channel with a very stupid, funny deck today. I don't know what the hell I was thinking in my mind. Right, so it's going to be a deck that involves Heimerdinger and Ezreal with Targon. Let's get into it. So the deck is called Bots and Shots. Because the bots that are going to be coming out of Heimerdinger and the shots of Mystic Shots that are going to be coming out of Ezreal. So, it's a very stupid, I'm not going to lie, this is a very stupid deck. This is nowhere near top tier or not. It's the concept that I thought was funny, so I'll go with it. Let's see. So, Jerry rigs, obviously to go with Rummage, so that you can, just like, it's always, I always do like having a Jerry rig in a, P&Z deck, just because it can either be used to use with Rummage so you can get draw, or it can be used just to throw out defensively sometimes. Like sometimes you just need that extra blocker. Solid turn one move here with Soldier if you've got it in your hand. Draw, Mystic Shot, little bit of draw with a buff as well to potentially put onto Ezreal in his elusive form, so you can get that damage in, or anything else that you need to get the damage in to kill something, or just to get damage into the face. Hush, because Hush is devastating in this deck because of the fact that obviously with Ezreal, every single time that you're targeting somebody, he levels up. So if you can manage to get 3 of these off out of just the one, because obviously it creates a fleeting, really powerful and really good at leveling Ezreal. And also when Ezreal is leveled up, really powerful to shots, would you put shots in with this. So yeah, really good. Mentor of the Stone in here for a few different reasons. Number one is because obviously whatever he supports, he actually grants it, so that's a permanent buff, so you can potentially like grant more damage onto Ezreal, grant more damage onto whatever, but that's not really important. The important bit is that when he dies, he gives you gems. He gives you 3 gems in hand. And so once Ezreal levels up, when it's your turn, all you've got to do is just throw those gems on yourself, and that is just 3 shots into core. The most important thing to remember is that gems do not work defensively. So your opponent, like, you can't do it when you're being attacked or against a spell. So you just have to hope that which it's your attack turn, you're starting the game, and then boom boom, just throw the gems out directly, because you can't use it defensively in terms of, so if it's your opponent's attack turn, then it's instantly going to attack forward to stop you from using those gems, is what I'm trying to say. Priestess, I mean, as you can see, there's a few things in the free slot. We will get to the reason why there's a few things in the free slot. Gotcha, just solid damage. Shards of the Mountain. There's 1 copy in here, and the reason why there's 1 copy is because there's times when you have Ezreal and he's leveled up, but you have no spells in hand because you burnt through your hand because you had to use it defensively, or you've had to use there's literally there's times where this does happen. And so there's 1 copy of this in the deck, and the reason for that is just so that you can just fill your hand with gems and then just get the bursts out with Ezreal. That is its only purpose, and that's why it's only a 1 copy, because it's just for the little times where it does happen. It's got no other actual purpose in the deck other than to give Ezreal shots if you've got no other burst spells in hand. Static, obviously, to level Ezreal up as well as draw. This is the reason why there's quite a few things in the free drop, especially considering the fact that Hush can be used multiple times, is the Tri-Beat. This is just such a funny card in terms of when you start leveling it up, the damage and then the random minion it also gives you. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it goes wrong. It depends on what level you get up to, so what damage it's doing and what thing it's going to. So you don't want to be going roughly around 3 damage, because the second you're in 3 damage off free cost unit, you're into that point where you could get the monk who just returns everything to hand. So nobody wants that, so don't do that. Heimerdinger, which obviously, because there's so many spells in here, I thought it'd be funny to put him in. Removal and draw. Technically, I was thinking about maybe getting rid of a Shards of the Mountain and give myself 2 of these, or potentially getting rid of just like maybe a copy of Hush, and then because Hush can be used multiple times and get another progress day. But for now, this is the deck list. It's actually 20 of each card. I didn't even realize it was 20 of each. Really perfect, equal balance, perfectly balanced as it should be. Anyway, let's go in. Well, actually, firstly, before we do that, shameless plug time. I do apologise, but I want this to become a thing, and so if you want to help me make this a thing so that I can get you more content, so I don't have to be worrying about doing any other work and whatnot, please check me out. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, I'm active on all of them. I stream on Mondays and Wednesdays. I will be upping that schedule. It's just at this moment in time with work. It's all I can manage. So please feel free to hop into any of those things, as well as there is a Discord link down below. Discord where we can talk all things Legends of Runeterra. There's also a movie night on Saturdays and a games night on Thursdays. If people want to get involved in any of that, please feel free to. The options are there for you all to have good times. So anyway, let's get in and see how this does in a few games. Oh, such rally and attack and buff. Bannerman. Oh, okay, right. This is actually gonna be a hard one, because this is a push damage fast kind of deck. So potentially, actually, maybe I shouldn't have kept the Ezreal, because I think that this deck does run what is it? Single combat. So because it runs single combat, I probably should not have kept Ezreal in hand. But those are my mistakes to make. I feel like I need to make sure that I try to keep back enough damage to be able to, because I'm guessing Misfortune drops this turn, right? Turn 3. Oh, okay, right now. Not gonna lie, I was expecting Misfortune. I'm just gonna leave it. He's gonna attack forward. He's gonna get 5 damage. Enjoy the 5 damage. I throw Ezreal out, and then we see how we do. It's definitely gonna go terribly wrong, but this is still the plan. He hasn't got enough for single combat, so it's fine. There's the hushings. The shushenings begin! Actually, no, the shushenings don't begin yet. The shushenings happen, and I don't know why, I like calling it the shushenings. The shushenings, they begin. Right, so he's gonna be dropping Bannerman, one would assume, so let's just get rid of this. He's going to be trying to pick off Ezreal next turn, I'm assuming. He can still throw Bannerman down because he'll still buff up. Okay, now. Right, so the question is, do I throw out? So it's only. I feel like maybe I throw this out just for the extra minion as well, but it's such a poor move. I'm actually going to go with. Yeah. I think we go with this move. He's still going to kill Ezreal, because if he hooks Ezreal, then we're done. But one mana away from being able to do that. We could have actually got rid of the hook. Captain Hook. There we go. So yeah, no, Ezreal's definitely dead, because the instant attack means that Ezreal's dead. Because I could have got him past it with this, but sadly, there's actually. If we use the shushenings, and then use this, we should keep Ezreal alive. But then that's not to say that he's not got something else to back it up. And to be fair, we've only got 1 shushenings, but I'm gonna attempt to keep Ezreal alive right now, like the fool that I am. Should have just let him die in the dirt. No, it's fine. It's fine. We can make this work. So, no, I should have just let him die in the dirt. No, but it's fine. I mean, it has forced him to use that removal. So, the positive thing is that he hasn't got that to put onto Misfortune, or at least like there's less chance of him having that to put on Misfortune now. In terms of draw, part of me is actually just thinking about, because this is already gonna burn at the end of the turn. I'm actually gonna get rid of Progress Day, because I'm gonna have too many cards in my hand at the moment. I might end up regretting that decision, but I'd rather use that now, because I just need draw right now. I need options. Options. Right. So we can kill his Misfortune. I feel like we do this because just in case he's got like another barrier or something, then we do actually have a Mystic Shot that we could have put on top of that as well. This being said, he now throws out his other misfortune now. Which we can damage her again. And then next turn pick her off. Okay. Yeah, again, we're near the point of bannerman. Although I really want to get rid of his challenge minions, I kind of need to just limit his ball down as much as I can, so if he does throw a bannerman down, then he doesn't get as much out of it. I really want to kill you. This is where death needs to go, because he's starting to become annoying. But okay, so yet again we can throw down this. We can throw down this on misfortune. So that's now 2 misfortunes down, which is nice. If he throws this forward, then we've always got Jerry Rig. This is something to put out. I mean, I can actually just heal myself right now, but part of me thinks about to save the mana, throw Heimerdinger out. Okay, then he hooks the up one as well, so that he makes sure he gets 5 damage in. Right, so he's on the plus side. At least one of his challenge minions is down. I don't think that he has Bannerman in hand, because I think he would have played Bannerman before that turn if he had Bannerman. Yes, I don't think he has Bannerman. So she really wants me to use her, but I feel like this is the better move. Okay. He's still getting away with it. I really want to kill him. I really want to kill that, but I have other targets who need my my care right now. Potentially putting in a the thermal blast thing. I feel like I need to have that. Do I put you forward? Because if I don't put you forward now for a trade, then he just can kill with misfortune next turn. So I might as well put that forward for a trade. Please do a play before doing open attack. Please do a play before doing open attack. Do it. You know you want to. Why would you do this? Why would you do an open attack? It's fine. It's fine. All right. So I finally have a way of killing you, so I'm going to kill you. We can throw this in here. Then we heal. So we still get through. We still get through a bit of health with this. So let's go with that plan. I mean, he could always put a barrier up on top of her if he's got that barrier thing, so maybe I should have just in case put Heimer in front of her, but I'm just looking at the fact that he's got limited cards in hand. That's my plan here. It was a terrible plan. I'm ashamed of it. Actually, yeah, single combat. Heimer knew the risks. So that is all of his misfortunes dead. That is all of his misfortunes dead. There's the Bannerman. I knew the Bannerman had to be somewhere. I mean, to be fair, this is now... If it's second he gets Rally or anything along those lines, I mean, I'm in trouble, but... Until he gets the Rally. Maybe we use you now, just hope that you've got answers. Challenge minion potentially could just start to pick things off, which is what I kind of need.
I've got your back.
Okay, so we now know that he's got nothing else in hand. Like, his hand is now dead. So we start to pick them off one by one. We can also heal ourselves here. So I feel like we go for the heal. We can actually pick off, in case he top decks another Bannerman. I feel like we start to limit down his resources. How close is... I mean, Ezreal's now leveled as well, so all we've got to do is now find Ezreal And then we've actually got oh, it's like he knows. Okay, right, it's fine. So I feel like we get rid of this problem. My main thing is whether or not he's just top decked rally. Like, he could have just top decked rally for all we know. But at least then we're still, I'm okay with this. Okay, fine. So, but we know that so he hasn't got anything. So there we go. We should be theoretically in the clear. Theoretically, we should now be in the clear. Oh. Right. I should have probably thrown out Ezreal first and then thrown out that, but I'm happy. So that'd be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I mean, like, a lot of damage. We probably should have. Oh no! Okay, right. They're already surrendered. They know how this is going, but it works. But we should have thrown the Ezreal out first, so we would have got the extra. We would have got an extra gem in hand. So there was a misplay there, but so classic Ezreal Karma versus this weird abomination. So let's see how it goes. I definitely want to keep this in hand because there's no point playing 3-cost cards, but I say there's no point. Obviously, you play 3-cost cards, but it's the best thing to do at the time. But if I'm just gonna keep that. Heals, something that can buff this and this. I'll keep that. Oh, just to throw the jury rig out for the open attack. Yeah, no. I mean, but we found another solid just attack. I don't think he defends this because he wants to keep that alive still. Yeah, he'd rather keep that alive for the lifesteal purpose of it, so understandable. Found our Heimer. Alright, I'm actually going to go with this move. Oh, do we go with the target spell or do we go with actually something which... What's he playing again? So he's playing Ezreal and Karma, so part of me... I guess no, actually, the question is now: do we go with the leveling up the Ezreal faster, or do we go with? Actually, no, fuck it. I'm gonna go with the Ezreal, leveling up the Ezreal faster. It might be the most stupidest move, but it's the move I'm going with. He says as he's definitely not going to level up the Ezreal faster. See, this is the problem against this deck. Heimer's just gonna die so fast. It's a bold man who decides to use that, like, so just to he's just trying to level up. So I'm guessing he has Ezreal in hand. He's just trying to level up his Ezreal before I can. I feel like that's how this plan's going. So I need to at least keep something in hand that can kill Ezreal if he plays him. He's actually, so he's still got something to, so he's got to, oh no, because he could have just, he still had the attack move, I guess, was his decision. I feel like I've got to use this. I feel like I've got to use that. Which is a shame, because now he can play Ezreal. Okay, decided to go for the deny move, okay. Well, if we also go for the deny move, then we just... We play different target games. So we go with the attack forward here. But he has actually got rid of one of his deniers. So actually his deniers to be able to save Karma or Ezreal. He's got like... You know what I mean? Like you're playing the odds now. He's used one of them. He might have 3 in this deck. So he's still got... Oh, the Shushanings. May the Shushanings begin! Oh, if only you had 1 more damage. Right. So he hasn't got the ability to be able to save Ezreal, shall we say. Hopefully not. So let's just go with that move. So he's 1 Ezreal down. He's 1 Ezreal down, so he's got another 2 in the deck. Always playing the odds. He's down at deny and he's down in Ezreal. So we don't play our Ezreal because that would be silly because we just see the same thing happen to us and then we look foolish. I'm actually going to skip the turn. I'm just going to skip to see what he does, what he plays. Okay. It's times like this I really wish you were up one more. You could have done some glorious work for me here. Sadly, you can't. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the stupid move of playing Heimer. Now, do we get rid of our? I guess this is gonna be drawing anyway, and our next doesn't need health right now. So this is how we're gonna go. Plus, as well, that is actually a very nice spell. If we can make sure that he doesn't have the deny, then like if we can make sure we play around the mana for deny, that's actually gonna be okay. We attack forward with all of these just because they're just going to be easily targetable, so we might as well throw them all out to die anyway. Okay. Do we just do... No. The shushionings happen at the end. Because to be fair, the shushionings, so when he's about to get off his major thing with Ezreal, shushing both of them is going to be a very devastating blow for his finisher. Because like they work towards that finisher, so if you could actually delay that for a turn or two... That's the plan. So he definitely could still play Ezreal, but he can't get himself around that. So he's down on Ezreal here, be down on Karma, because he can't play around that. Because anything that could play around that would be deny, because he can't buff this or anything. So he's now down some more. We get an elusive out of that as well, which is also devastating. I guess he targets this. At least I assume he targets this. We could just go with the draw here. A big part of me was thinking about playing the mentor, but actually the draw gives us a big ass minion as well that he's got to deal with. And we leveled up Heimer as well, so that's actually an added bonus to this. I don't normally see him level. This is why this is because normally he gets targeted and dies before any of this happens. This is fine. So yeah, we also do. Yeah, we're in a perfect position right now. I don't think that the old Ezreal Karma can deal with the situation he's currently in. I don't think so anyway. He now does some crazy move that I don't understand. We've nearly leveled up our Ezreal. I mean, his Ezreal was like years away from being leveled, which is a bit of a... I was trying to... What was their main trigger then? Because I always thought that they had like static shocks for days and they had that... Or is it just the fact that he waits until Karma's on the board and uses all of his targeting? That just doesn't seem right. I'm assuming now we're about to see... There we go. There's some targeting. So yeah. Yep. I knew they had concussive. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'm still going to throw forward the little men because I could even throw forward, what's his face? Heimer as a... just... Now, my reason for throwing forward Heimer is because I'm hoping that he's going to go in with an attack. Because I can actually heal Heimer slightly. It was more just to get rid of the minion off the board, if I'm going to be honest. We know that we've got another Heimer in hand, so that's why I feel less bad. I'd rather remove everything that he has. Was honestly expecting a target move. I skipped the turn. The reason I skip is just in case he's got Mystic Shot or... Really? I was honestly expecting Mystic. I was expecting Mystic Shot or Thermal thing that he was going to use on Heimer, and I was just going to heal him past it. Just to make him feel bad about his decisions. That was the plan. Didn't end up happening, sadly. I guess this time he targets Heimer. Okay, no, I was legitimately expecting that. There we go. There it is. Right. So we can still actually... We can actually still put these forward to actually deny healing. How close is our Ezreal again? So... Potentially, so that's going to be recalled back into our hand. How many cards we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Yeah, no, we're fine. We're fine with that. So take the priestess, take this for the targeting yet again, just to help us level up our Ezreal, because I mean his Ezreal is nearly leveled, so we might as well try our best to get our one up. You know, these two are going to die at the end of the turn anyway, so although I could target them, I don't think they're my best targets right now. So there we go. I don't have another target spell right now, otherwise I could level my Ezreal up, which is a shame. Actually, just gonna throw this out to level this spell up. Alright. So it's already gonna have the quick attack. So I'm actually just gonna throw everything forward. Sadly, I'm not going to get many gems out of this because literally it dies and I've got quite a big hand. What I can do is I can heal Heimerdinger, so... I mean, why didn't he just do that move to begin with? He didn't have to put them out first. Right, heal Heimer. To be fair, everything that I do is actually... And that actually put another card in my hand. Everything I do is actually probably going to put more things in my hand. Because obviously every single spell that I use is actually putting another minion in my hand. So trying to use spells right now just to make space in my hand. Oh, no, I'm still doing more draw. Why am I being so stupid? Right, yeah. So I'm not gonna get any gems off of Mentor. It's fine though. It's fine.
You see, but you cannot grasp.
All right. So we still get a little... There's the Karma, which on the plus side,
will bring peace to Ionia, whatever the cost.
she's one away. Though I can use a free cost spell in order to, or free cost card in order to target. So we've got another Ezreal in hand. He can't use any defensive spells. We've got another Ezreal in hand, and this gets us up to the point of being able to use that. So that now means that he's down 2 Karmas, he's down 1 Ezreal. I mean, the chances of that. We get the Celestial guy, and then also he gives us that burst spell. Oh, and no, he's gone. He's gone. He knows. He knows he's in trouble. So, as you can see, you know what? This was just going to be a funny deck that I wasn't expecting to do anything, and somehow it still managed to beat the old Ezreal Karma deck, and which, to be fair, I think there's just too many cards which work against. Now Hush just works against it because their whole thing is about building up to one finishing move, and if you silence both Ezreal and Karma, then it ruins that. So I don't really think that works anymore, and that's why we always have that counter in hand. And yeah, but also it worked against whatever the hell the first deck was we played. I can't remember what the hell the first deck was, but it worked well. So I'm happy. I'm happy with this deck. It is nowhere near competitive, and it still needs to be tinkered around with. So any tinkering or anything like that, please let me know in the comment section down below. I do know that there was from Prototype, there was a what's his face, Leona Yasuo deck that somebody wanted. I'm working on an idea. I mean, obviously Mogwai already put up one. I'm trying to work on a different concept, because the thing is that I always still think that he works best in Noxus, just because there's so much more stun in there. But we'll see what we can do. I'm having a look, because obviously Daybreak is quite, like, you can get a lot of minions out quite quickly and do a lot of damage, so there is potential. I will get back to you on that one. But yes, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like, subscribe if you want to see more of this content. As I said, I'm trying to make this a thing. If we can get those subscribers up, that'd be nice. And also, as I said, I'm over on Twitch. If you want to catch the action live on Mondays and Wednesdays, please go over there and hit that follow button as well. But do not feel forced. These are just options that if you're liking this content, then why not try to find more of it? That's all I'm trying to say. Anyway, thank you all so much. Until next time, bye. Very lucky. Let's hope that I can find... Oh! When you still find lethal from your opponent's deck. When they do everything they can, but you still use their own deck against them in such incredible form. See,